Some people walk into your life, and at first you think they're a blessing. They smile, they laugh, they make you feel important, but over time you begin to feel heavy, drained, and uncertain. These are not friends. These are the toxic people who steal your joy, your peace, and even your purpose. If you want to protect your future, if you want to rise to heights you've only dreamed about, there are certain people you must remove from your life, no matter how long you've known them. I'm not talking about being unkind or harsh. I'm talking about protecting the life that is meant for you. The first type of toxic person is the constant critic. You know the one. Every idea you have, every dream you speak, they have a problem with it. Nothing you do is ever good enough for them. And if you allow this person to stay close, yourself, confidence will shrink, your vision will blur, and your courage will wither. Surround yourself with people who build, not people who break. Your future is too bright to be dimmed by someone else's doubt. The second type is the energy vampire. These are the people who are always in crisis, always negative, always dragging everyone into their storm. You walk into their presence, and suddenly your joy, your motivation, even your laughter is sucked out of you. You leave their side feeling exhausted, not energized. Life is too short, and your future is too important to spend your days refueling someone else's negativity. Protect your energy like it is the treasure it is. Third, there is the false friend, the person who smiles at you, talks to you, and even pretends to celebrate your victories, but behind your back they sow seeds of doubt and division. They gossip, they manipulate, they turn people against you. This person cannot grow with you. Their presence is a constant threat to your progress. The harsh truth is that some people are only meant to be in your life temporarily, and that is okay. Don't cling to someone who cannot cheer for your success without resentment. The fourth type of toxic person is the dream killer. Every time you speak of your goals, they laugh, they discourage, they plant fear in your mind. You'll never make it. That's too big for you. Why try when you might fail? These words may seem small, but they are deadly. They gnaw at your faith in yourself and in your future. You cannot grow in a garden where weeds are allowed to choke the flowers. If you want success, you must water your dreams with positivity, and that means removing anyone who waters your doubts instead. Finally, the fifth type is the manipulator. This is the person who pretends to be your ally, but only acts in their own interest. They will use your kindness, twist your words, and make you feel guilty for protecting yourself. These are the people who will take more than they give, and if you let them stay, your progress will be stalled. Protecting your future sometimes means saying no to those who are skilled at saying yes to you only when it benefits them. Listen, your life is not a playground for everyone else's drama, criticism, or selfish agendas. Your time, your energy, and your spirit are too precious to waste on people who refuse to lift you higher. It's not about anger, it's about wisdom. It's not about revenge, it's about preparation. The people you allow around you today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Guard your circle, choose wisely, and make space for those who inspire, challenge, and love you without conditions. Your future deserves a clear path, free of distractions, free of toxicity. If you want to reach your God-given potential, if you want to live the life that was meant for you, you must remove these 5 types of toxic people. You must stand firm, speak truth to yourself, and protect the vision that is stirring in your heart. Because the truth is, no one else will guard your future as fiercely as you. Some people enter your life and at first glance you think they are a blessing. They smile, they laugh, they make you feel like you matter, like someone finally understands you, like you are finally seen. But over time, a shift begins to happen. You begin to feel weighed down, exhausted, drained, and unsure of yourself. Your energy starts to disappear, your focus wavers, your joy starts slipping away, and if you are not careful, your dreams begin to shrink before your very eyes. These are not friends, these are toxic people. And if you want to protect your future, if you want to rise higher than you ever thought possible, you must learn to remove them from your life. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now, because your future cannot wait, your destiny cannot pause, and your purpose cannot be delayed by someone else's negativity. The first type of toxic person is the constant critic. This is the person who never has a word of encouragement, never has a positive thought about your ideas, never sees the possibility in your dreams. Every time you share something that excites you, they find a flaw. Every time you take a step forward, they remind you of the obstacles, the risks, the reasons you might fail. And if you allow this person to remain close, their words will begin to echo in your mind long after the conversation ends. Your confidence will diminish, your courage will falter, and the dreams that were once vivid will start to fade. You must understand that your future is sacred, your goals are sacred, and the voices you listen to matter. Surround yourself with people who build, not people who break. Surround yourself with those who see what you cannot yet see and cheer even when the path is difficult. The second type is the energy vampire. This is the person who thrives on drama, chaos, and negativity. They are always in crisis, always complaining, always dragging everyone into their storm. You walk into their presence, and suddenly the air is heavy. Your thoughts become clouded, your spirit feels drained, and your motivation begins to wither. Energy is life, and if you give it away to those who do not value it, you will have none left for yourself. You cannot rise with people who are determined to keep you on the ground. Protect your energy as though it were the most precious resource you possess, because in truth it is. The third type of toxic person is the false friend. This is the person who smiles in your face, who laughs at your jokes, who pretends to celebrate your victories, but behind your back they whisper doubt, sow division, and undermine your progress. Their loyalty is a mask, and if you are not careful, their presence will create a subtle but constant drain on your trust, your peace, and your ability to move forward without hesitation. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. Some are meant to teach, to challenge, or to expose, and some are meant to leave. You cannot afford to cling to those who cannot truly rejoice in your success, because the people around you will shape the person you become. The fourth type of toxic person is the dream killer. This is the one who laughs at your goals, dismisses your aspirations, and constantly warns you of all the ways you will fail. That's too big for you, they say. Why even try? They ask. These words may seem small in the moment, but they plant seeds of doubt in your mind that can grow into mountains of fear. If you are serious about your future, you cannot allow someone to water your doubt while you try to water your dreams. You must choose your influences carefully, for they will determine whether you soar or stumble. The fifth type is the manipulator. They appear to be your ally, but their loyalty is conditional. They take more than they give, twist your words, use your kindness for their gain, and leave you questioning your worth. A manipulator can halt your progress without you even realizing it, because their subtle influence poisons your decisions, your confidence, and your relationships. Protecting your future sometimes means saying no, sometimes means walking away, and sometimes means standing alone until the right people find their way to you. Life is too short to be surrounded by people who drain your spirit, who dim your light, who question your worth at every turn. If you want to protect your future, if you want to reach the heights that are meant for you, you must become fearless in identifying the toxic people around you. This is not a call for anger, nor a call for revenge. This is a call for wisdom, for discernment, for the courage to protect what God, fate, or the universe has placed in your hands. Toxic people come in many forms, but they all share one common characteristic. They do not serve your growth, they do not honor your potential, and they will never cheer for your rise. The first toxic person you must remove is the perpetual pessimist. This is the individual who never sees the possibility in anything. Every opportunity is a problem, every change is a threat, and every dream is a fantasy. When you share your vision, they will focus on the obstacles instead of the solution. When you express hope, they will inject fear. And if you listen to them for too long, their words will seep into your mind, planting seeds of hesitation and doubt. You cannot grow in the company of someone who cannot see the beauty of possibility. Your future is too valuable, and your potential is too powerful to be watered by negativity. You must surround yourself with people who see the possibilities you cannot yet see, and who will help you climb when the path seems steep. The second type of toxic person is the jealous competitor disguised as a friend. This person smiles in your face while quietly comparing, undermining, and resenting your success. They are threatened by your talents, your achievements, and your progress, and they will attempt to diminish your light by any means necessary. Their envy is subtle, their attacks disguised as advice, and their presence is dangerous. If you leave them close to you, their energy will infiltrate your thoughts, making you question whether you deserve what you have or whether you are capable of achieving more. True friends celebrate your victories without reservation, without hesitation, without hidden motives. Protect your circle fiercely, for your future is shaped not only by your actions, but by the people who walk beside you. The third type is the chronic drama magnet. They are constantly embroiled in conflict, scandal, or emotional chaos. They are always seeking attention, always making mountains out of molehills, and always demanding that everyone else participate in their storm. When you spend time with this person, you are not just witnessing their drama, you are carrying it with you. Your focus will waver, your energy will deplete, and your ability to pursue your own dreams will falter. Your life is not meant to be a stage for someone else's ongoing crisis. Guard your time, protect your energy, and distance yourself from those whose lives are built on perpetual chaos. Fourth is the false cheerleader. This is the person who applauds in public but criticizes in private. They celebrate your achievements superficially but secretly hope you fail. They gossip, they manipulate, and they plant seeds of doubt in your mind. They do not want your rise, they want your stagnation. If you allow this person to remain close, their words will haunt you long after they are spoken. You cannot afford to allow subtle sabotage into your life. Your dreams demand clarity, and clarity requires removing those who bring confusion. Finally, there is the opportunist. This person is only around when there is something to gain. They offer friendship, support, and advice, but only when it serves their own interests. They will disappear when you need them most, leaving you to question your judgment, your loyalty, and your value. Protecting your future means learning to spot these people before they slow your progress, before they cloud your judgment, and before they distract you from the path you are destined to walk. The truth is, your life is only as strong as People you allow into it. Every person you choose to keep close has the power to shape your future, influence your decisions, and determine how far you will go. Some people will lift you higher, challenge you to become better, and inspire you to reach beyond what you thought was possible. But others, the toxic ones, will weigh you down, cloud your vision, and threaten to steal your destiny. If you are serious about your future, if you are serious about your purpose, you must become bold enough to remove the people who do not serve your growth, who do not honor your dreams, and who cannot celebrate your victories without envy or malice. The first type of toxic person is the energy thief. This is the person whose presence leaves you feeling exhausted, depleted, and distracted. You may not notice it at first because they can be charming, funny, or persuasive, but over time, their influence drains your energy, leaving you with little left for your own growth. These people do not inspire, they do not encourage, they do not empower. They simply consume, and if you are not careful, they will consume the time, focus, and potential that should be reserved for your success. Protect your energy fiercely, for it is the currency of your future. You cannot rise when your vitality is spent on someone else's chaos. The second type is the dream assassin. These are the people who have no vision of their own and cannot tolerate the vision of others. Every time you share your aspirations, they respond with doubt, ridicule, or fear. You can't do that, they say. It's too risky. They warn. Every word they speak chips away at your confidence until the dreams you once held boldly in your heart begin to feel impossible. You must recognize that your dreams are sacred. People who cannot support your vision, who cannot see the possibility in your future, have no place walking alongside you on the journey to greatness. Third is the gossip masquerader. This is the person who pretends to be your friend, your ally, your confidant, but behind your back they speak ill of you, undermine you, and spread lies. They smile in your presence, but their words in your absence are filled with malice and jealousy. This type of toxicity is subtle, often invisible until the damage has been done. Your reputation, your trust, and your peace are far too valuable to allow gossip to roam freely in your inner circle. Remove them, and you remove the hidden chains that could keep you from moving forward with confidence. The fourth type is the negativity addict. This person complains about everything, finds fault in every situation, and refuses to see the good in life. They are constantly dragging others into their despair, convincing everyone around them that life is impossible, success is unreachable, and happiness is a lie. Being near them will dull your optimism, dim your excitement, and cloud your purpose. To protect your future, you must distance yourself from chronic pessimism and surround yourself with those who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to see beyond the immediate struggles. Finally, there is the opportunist. This person is only present when it serves their interest. They take, manipulate, and use without genuine care or loyalty. When the situation turns difficult, they disappear. When support is required, they are absent. Their friendship is conditional, their love is transactional, and their influence is dangerous. If you want to secure your future, you must learn to see through their mask before they derail your progress. You must recognize that protecting your time, your energy, and your focus is not selfish. It is necessary. Your future is precious, and every relationship in your life either propels you forward or holds you back. You cannot afford to hesitate, make excuses, or cling to the comfort of familiarity. The people you keep close are the people who will shape the trajectory of your life, the speed of your progress, and the clarity of your vision. If you want to reach your potential, you must act decisively. You must remove those who do not align with your purpose, who do not honor your vision, and who cannot walk with you toward greatness.